Welcome boys once again. Today I am going to teach the remaining topic of the power sharing of political science. And today I will discuss about the forms of power sharing in modern democracies. It's an important question too. Now see boys, power is shared among the different organs of the government, and these are executive, judiciary and legislature legislative bodies. Now boys, here it's very noticeable that each organ should be confined to its jurisdiction. For that, each organ controls the other, and this is known as a check and balance. And because all organs enjoy same power, this division of power is also known as a horizontal division of power. So now the next we see the power is shared at the different levels of the government. This is known as a vertical division of power. Here we see central government enjoys much power, the state government more less power, and at local level the local governments enjoy more less power. So this division of power is known as a vertical division of power. Sometimes question comes, distinguish between vertical division of power and horizontal division of power. Then you have to write into this context by comparing and providing 3 points for each. Now boys, the next we see power is shared among the different social groups. To understand it, you see the example of Belgium. In Belgium, there is a community government. Community government is a government of each linguistic group, and it has been ensured that German-speaking people, they are very less, but they are having also a government, and this government works for the education and cultural matters. So now see boys, in our country, seats have been reserved in legislative bodies for ST and SC. This is the example of that power is shared among the different social groups. And for local bodies, seats have been reserved for OBCs and women. Now boys, the next is power is shared among political parties, pressure groups and movement groups. You know, we see the political parties. What happens when coalition government functions, then many parties, they form government, and their leaders belonging to the different sections of society, they enjoy the power. And in that way, that particular group, they enjoy the power. And when no any party remains in power forever, when another party, opposition party comes to power, then the opposition party has the support of different social groups. That social groups enjoy the power. And pressure groups, what happens? Pressure groups don't participate in election directly, but they exert the pressure on the government and to fulfill the interest of their concerned groups. Thus they exercise, they influence the government and they enjoy the power. Similarly, movement groups, they function in the same way. Thus power is shared among different organs of the government at different level, among the different social groups and among political parties, pressure groups and movement groups. Okay boys, with that your chapter comes to end. In next class, we would read about federalism. Thank you.